Hashtag Clownfish was right.
Yep.
Oh my God, guys, look at that. We didn't lie to you after all. Yeah, so this is really interesting news. And I did have a friend reach out the other day and kick it over. And we weren't going to do anything about it. But then we had some people in the comments being like, why aren't you talking about this clownfish?
Mostly we haven't had a chance.
We haven't had a chance. We've been very busy. But no, this is a very interesting development here. This is talking about how the showrunner and some people that worked on the Owl House are now going to indie animation. They're going to be working with Glitch Productions that does the Digital Circus, which has been a huge hit on YouTube and actually got picked up by Netflix. Apparently, Netflix is only distributing it, so they have complete control over it. But there's a whole article on this animation news site about how indie animation is the future of animation because the studios are basically toast.
No. And then what the argument's going to be? Yes, because this person already had a show and they already had an established name, so they got a deal. Probably true. But, it's the way it's going to go. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear it.
If you're working for Disney,
I don't know.
If you're working for Disney and you're looking at the landscape and you're looking at where things are at right now, and you're looking at and we'll talk about again just how bad things are right now in Hollywood, and you're looking at that and you're like, yeah, I'm better off going to indie animation than trying to hang around Burbank waiting for another Disney gig, which may or may not come. That just shows you where things are at, right? And that was the same with Gendy Tartakovsky, who said that indie is the future, and we have several examples of people that made it big on YouTube before getting their own deals, Vizzy Pop and The Odd Ones Out and all those people, right? So it's a proven pipeline to getting your stuff picked up. It's just a lot more work than getting a cushy job at a studio.
And that's exactly it. And the thing is everything we said. Not look at it this way. It's like if you're walking to work every day and it's miles and miles, you might not be able to have the car that you need, but you can get a bike, and a bike will still get you there faster. And then time you save and money you do and connections you make, you can use that to trade up to, the next thing, a scooter, and then trade up to a car. So you can still get there, but walking every day and refusing to change your situation isn't going to fix it, is it? No, it's going to be you're still walking.
So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You will get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Help support the Reef. Go out to clownfishminus.com. Check out our merchandise. Join our Plus Club. You can also join that here on YouTube and locals as well. Yeah, so I'm going to walk it back here a little bit, and kind of the reason I pushed for us to do a video on it was we had somebody pop up in the comments yesterday in a completely unrelated video, like they tend to do, and I'm not going to put them on blast specifically. But I love this because it wasn't really an own. They thought it was known, but it's not.
Of course it's not. It just proves us right.
What? You're not going to talk about Dana Terrace, the creator of the Owl House, leaving Disney and starting her own indie animated series with Glitch? If you hate Disney and actually like indie entertainment, should you talk about that? Or do you think she's too woke and you want her to fail? Whose side are you on? Artists or big corporations?
A couple things here. One, did she leave Disney, or is it just basically her show was over?
I think her show was over.
As her contract was over, she had to do her own thing, because that's how this
works.
They're
not spending money on animated series like they were.
No. Two, don't like what Disney's doing doesn't mean we hate Disney. We want Disney to go back to being good again, which we have said multiple times. We like indie entertainment. We've said repeatedly that things need to go into entertainment. We haven't talked about it yet because mostly we've been busy and we haven't had time to get back together to be able to do videos this weekend. We already knew about it. We were going to do a video on it, but you didn't give us a chance to.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with her politics. We don't want her to fail. She's in the right to do what she's doing. This is exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, she's correct.
It's so weird because they're like, you just hate everything. If you go back,
I don't.
If you go back and actually check, we gave the Owl House when it first came out, we actually gave it a good review. The only problem we had with it was we're like, what the hell's up with the prom and the shipping? Right?
Yeah.
That was the only.
And that's, a lot of it goes audience and stuff too.
Right.
But no, it has nothing to do with politics. I don't even really know what her politics
I don't
are.
Give a shit. I'm just saying.
Nor do I care.
You got somebody from Disney saying, yeah, indie's the future.
Right. And I don't understand. How is this an own? This is exactly what we said needs to happen. It happens. And that's supposed to be like owning us in some way. It's like, no, dude. It's like she probably got gone from Disney because their contract is up or the agreement's up. She has the connections to move on to something else that she's earned. That does not mean everybody else can't do the same. It just might be a little more difficult, or you might have to do more, legwork on your own. But this is what we're telling you to do.
But it can be done. I mean, look at Jaden Animations, Odd Ones Out.
Totally be done.
It can be done.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
But you can't. you can't rely on the studio system, especially now. I mean, they're pulling back on productions. We'll talk more about that after we read the press release here. They're pulling back on productions. Unfortunately, the fires in LA, that's going to play into it. The economy is going to play into it. And if you want to see like unique animation, I think right now the studios are in a place where they're only going to play it safe. So if you want to see something different outside of the normal reboot of whatever show for the umpteenth time, or more episodes of SpongeBob, whatever, you're probably going to have to go outside that system because they're not going to give you millions of dollars to animate your Tumblr cartoon anymore. Those days are over.
No. And it's like, if you want to do it, you're going to have to do it yourself. And this is everything we said. Because you didn't cover it fast enough. When did it get announced?
Just like a couple days ago, I had,
I only heard about, the first I heard about it was yesterday.
Yeah, I had, friend of mine kick it over like 2 days ago. I was like, hey, did you hear about this?
But you didn't tell me about it till yesterday.
Yeah, and I was like, I kind of like it was back burner because we had things to do. But it is interesting though, because this is pretty much exactly what we're saying.
It is exactly what we're saying.
So yeah, this is the Owl House was so good. Well, that's their opinion. We've been starting for another show by Dana Terrace, but Disney's not going to give us one.
Yeah, they probably aren't.
But she teamed up with Glitch Productions, maker of hit indie cartoons like The Amazing Digital Circus. And this is called Knights of Guinevere. I'm not going to show the trailer because I don't know if I'm going to get pinched for that.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so Terrace co-created the show with writers John Bailey Owen and Zach Marcus. And yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, they just talk about what's going on, but here.
And of course, somebody who has a show before that was popular is going to it's going to be easier for them to go get a gig somewhere else. That's obvious.
Yeah, they said the wild success of indie cartoon shows like The Amazing Digital Circus and potentially this is an encouraging sign for an industry that needs one.
Oh my God.
The animation profession has taken a lot of hits over the past few years. Workers have put up with it because it's believed that without the resources of a large industrial machine, making a hit cartoon is impossible.
No, we told you that wasn't true. We told you that wasn't true. And you know what we got for it? A lot of hate and a lot of shit and people making videos about us, trying to say we're liars and all this other shit. But everything we said, even the industry people, the top industry people are telling you the same damn thing we said.
The show is being produced at Glitch, which, and we did a video on that a couple months ago. They basically did so well with it that Netflix is going to distribute their stuff on the platform, and they don't have to sell any of it to Netflix. It's all self-funded. They have millions of fans from children to senior citizens. We're seeing cartoons take off without the help of Disney or Warner Brothers or any other big studio. It's not just Dana. Longtime veterans like Tom Ruegger, who was he was the guy behind Animaniacs originally, and they cut him out of the reboot. Paul Dini from Batman and Bill Kopp have announced their own indie cartoon projects. So we have big veterans, people that have been in this for decades, saying that indie is the future.
The tide could be turning in favor of the creators once more, with fans supporting the folks behind their favorite shows directly. No middleman. No shit. I'm sorry. I am so pissed right now. I can put a fist through a wall. I am so pissed because it's like we talk so much shit for saying the exact same thing and saying it early that they're all doing now because they're seeing that, oh my God, it does work. No kidding. You hate people. You want to see them fail. No, you're just too damn lazy to get out of your warm chair and try to do something for yourself. And then because of that, you take it out on us for telling you that's what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, we were actually just telling you guys, hey, warning, this is going to happen,
Danger
which did happen. Yep. Exactly like we said it would happen, contrary to certain mystery people making videos. We told you this, and we got so much shit for it. And at the end of the day, you're all applauding it now. I'm like, middle finger to you.
We had so many people dogpiling us because of somebody that just makes way too many videos about us. And the one thing that you can have your opinions about is you don't have to like us. I don't give a shit.
If you don't have to agree with us on everything. That is completely fine.
I don't fucking care if you like us or don't like us. But we're not wrong about the indie animation thing. This has been proven time and time again. The only future for animation that's outside of the box, and honestly, the only path forward for a lot of people, because especially after the strikes, everything's going to cost more. The future is indie animation. It's not
even just in animation. We see it in games too.
Yeah.
AAA studios and AAA games are just falling off a cliff. But what's still doing well?
Yeah. The indie stuff, the AA stuff, yeah.
It's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what? And I still said there's too many storyboard artists. Get mad.
The state of the industry is pretty bad right now. It needs kind of a shakeup. This is coming from an animation website. So just to reiterate, guys, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really not trying to make fun of or make light of anybody who's unemployed right now. Actually, my heart goes out to you because you were sold a lie.
Yes.
You were sold a lie. You were told if you went to art school and moved to California that you get a cushy job and you would work there for decades and retire with a watch.
Some of them might have gotten to do that initially before when they're hiring, everybody and greenlighting everything. And so for a while, it probably was nice, but it was never going to last. That is the state of anything involving entertainment.
Yes.
It's always a gig economy. It's always going to ebb and flow. It is the way it is.
And this is a recent one. I've been watching the animation subreddits again, not to make fun of people, not to pour salt in the wound, but just as kind of a, finger on the pulse of where things are at. And I'm seeing so many posts from people that have been in the industry for decades leaving and telling other people not to even bother. And it's not about like,
we weren't even telling them that. We were saying, yeah, you might want to consider a second career if you really don't feel like you can go on anymore. We did say that. But we also said you could also try going the indie route, starting your own studio, you and your friends, doing your own ideas. And yes, is it easy? Hell no. It's not easy. I'm going to tell you that right now because I know that's what we've done. Do you think we want it? We fell backwards into everything we did because you lost a job that was a good job in a completely unrelated field. And then we had to rely on our own IP and our own selves to get further. Did anybody give us a warm seat? Fuck no. We had to do it all ourselves. Sorry, Mom. Did anybody give us a leg up? Usually not. A lot of people backstab you. And even when you think you get a call from a studio, they find some way to screw you over and you sign a, first look or whatever, and they turn around and stuff gets taken. But,
you can't talk about it for 5 years.
Yeah, because the NDA. But I'm just saying, it's like, there's a lot of hard lessons. So if we're telling you something, we're trying to save you from all the shit we went through. You think we're being mean, you think we're trying to hurt you. It's like, hell no, we were trying to save you because we already been through it. And it was not easy. It was never easy. It was really fucking hard. I'm not sorry that time, Mom, because it was. And it was so hard. You have no idea. And we would love to have had it handed to us and been easy too, but it's not. And that is what goes with it. So your choice is wait for it to stabilize. Good luck. Go get another career, better option. Or if you really, really, really want to do your own thing and you really want to continue what you love, then go independent. And it's hard. It's not easy, but it might be easier for you now than it was for us back then.
I think it is. I think the tools are available now, and I think the audience is there. And somebody, again, they already have proven successes. It's not like you're the first ones to do it, right? But not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody has it in them.
It's not, and that's fine, and that's fair. You don't have to. Yeah. You can go do something else. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with going doing something else for a while, waiting for the industry to stabilize, or seeing if some indies need help, that your friends. Nothing wrong with that. And so supporting your friends as they do independent things from the sidelines. Completely nothing wrong with that. You're allowed to fail. It's okay.
All right. We're going to wrap it up?
Yes.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.